Hey guys, thank you so much for watching and spending time with me and video. My name is Haley and today I came to Sentinel Park in Sydney. Sentinel Park is really lovely area and peaceful and quiet. You can feel the magnificent nature, birds are singing. So if you have a chance to travel to Sydney, I really recommend to come to the Sentinel Park. Today, I wanted to talk about my observation about the differences between Seoul and Sydney. I have lived in Seoul for over 10 years and I have lived in Sydney for 3 months, including my 2.5 months of experience travel and less than 1 month of student experience. So the comparison doesn't sound fair, but I hope that you guys, my observations are interesting and also and enjoy for fun. The first thing I noticed is the diversity. Seoul, the capital city of South Korea, is very internationally famous. But when it comes to demographic diversity, especially like ethnicities and nationalities, it's still a very homogeneous society. I can see foreigners and coming to Korea for living and travel, and also there are some areas that foreigners are living, but still it's hard to find as many as foreigners for living in Korea compared to Sydney. And meanwhile, the Sydney is one of the most multicultural city in the world, and I see the many different nationalities and ethnicities. And what really stood out to me is that how mixed the people, family and couples are. I can see the couple like Asians, like Middle East together, and Middle East and Western, white, and very different combinations of nationalities or ethnicities are living together, and it seems very fluid and balanced and natural. Of course, there are some areas and locations with more Asians are living and Aussie and Westerners are living, but still in general the mix is quite balanced, I feel. The second difference I noticed between Sydney and Seoul is that there are far fewer people smoking on the street in Sydney. In Seoul, if you have an opportunity to travel, you might have seen a group of people smoking on the street. Whether they are young people, middle-aged, elderly people, men and women, at all times of the day. Of course, the smoking restriction exists, but it doesn't stop people lighting up wherever they want. Meanwhile, in Sydney, I barely see people smoking on the street in CBD area and public area. Of course, there are few, but still it's very rare to find smoking people as many as I've seen in Seoul. I think thinking about the reason why that might be. I think the Sydney is the amazing place for outdoor activities with a good weather and beach and nature. I think people spend more time outside to trying to manage their stress better. So probably they might not feel the need to smoke as much. And at the same time, they have a better way of balancing between their personal life and professional life with like a nature and good environment. The last thing I noticed is that the American brands such as Starbucks and KFC and McDonald's are not as dominant here in Sydney. I didn't realize how good and how popular the Australian coffee is until I got here. I experienced a lot of good local coffee shop, and the quality was amazing, and the cafe art and latte art were top-notch. And even if I'm not expert in coffee, I can feel and I can tell a very strong coffee culture in Australia. And Starbucks isn't as widespread as in Seoul. And I can see some Starbucks, but in CBD area or the area that Asians are living a lot. But other than that, it's hard to find in the Starbucks in Sydney. And McDonald's and KFCs are not as dominant here as well. I think about the reason why. I think Korea Seoul has a very strong influence from the American culture, especially eating and shopping and culture and lifestyle. But Sydney is a international city and multicultural city. For that reason, Sydney is more open to a variety of options in lifestyle and eating and shopping, different things. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that my observations are interesting for you guys. Even if there are different ideas, I really want to know. Please feel free to comment and talk to me. It's really grateful that thank you very much for watching my video. I realized that my last part of video was cut, so I want to record a little bit again. I hope that the three observations, the differences between Seoul and Sydney are interesting. And if you have a different opinions and comments, always I welcome, and feel free to comments. And I really hope you guys have a lovely and nice day. Thank you.